I am Devlyn Steele, Director of Education at Augusta Precious Metals. It's been another busy week in the economy. Here's a look at some of what's been making headlines. Before we begin, remember to like this video and subscribe for more economic updates. Among this week's bigger stories is the release of the minutes from the Federal Reserve's policy meeting held at the beginning of the month. You may recall the Federal Open Market Committee voted to raise interest rates another 25 basis points, putting the target range at 5 to 5.25%. Bottom line, the next policy meeting will be held in about 3 weeks, and it remains unclear whether we'll see yet another rate increase or if the Fed will finally decide to pause. In other news, on Thursday, the Commerce Department issued its second estimate for GDP growth in the first quarter. In April, the advance estimate for first quarter GDP growth came in at just 1.1% annualized. It turns out the second estimate does reflect a slight improvement over the first, but not much. The Commerce Department revised the figure up to 1.3% annualized. That's still well below the 2% growth rate economists had projected for the first quarter. The third and final estimate of GDP growth figures for the first quarter is scheduled for release on June 29th. Finally, this week, we learned that Germany, Europe's largest economy, has entered a technical recession, defined as 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP. Germany's Federal Statistical Office announced it had downgraded an earlier estimate of 0% GDP growth for the first quarter to negative 0.3%. In the fourth quarter of 2022, Germany's GDP growth rate contracted a half point. With the decline of Germany's economy for 2 straight quarters, there is speculation the entire Eurozone may have contracted in the first quarter as well. That's all for now. We'll see you again next week. This is Devlyn Steele for Augusta Precious Metals, signing out.